everybody, welcome back to the Bingeworthy Podcast. I'm your host, Chris Comstock. Happy to be with you for another fun episode coming out hot from the fast food episode last week. Lots of, I got a lot to share about that episode. But before we hop into that, do what you do with all our podcasts. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bells, do all the things that you would do. We are so glad you're tuned in. We're glad you're here. I'm excited. If you're watching this video, we look different. We have stepped up a notch and gotten some headphones.
We got our Princess Leia haircuts.
Yeah, we all got Princess Leia buns in representation of May the 4th.
Fresh buns.
I just kept them. Johnny's look real great. They match perfect.
I feel like I can hear.
He must work out.
I've been doing my workouts.
Yeah. Well, Caleb's world traveling this week. He is auditioning. I'm going to insert a clip here of Caleb losing his voice. He can only speak in high-pitched volumes. Did I send it? Did you guys see this on the Bingeworthy text thread?
I haven't seen it.
I want to see it.
Yeah, Caleb can't speak in low octaves. Well, he probably can now. He's probably healed now. But he couldn't. And so he's like, if I get all the way up here. So I'll toss that clip. It's a great clip.
Problem is, if I try to go louder, it doesn't work. But I found out if I go high, I can. This is my new voice. We're almost there, guys. 15 minutes. 15 minutes. It's got to be high. Let's go.
And
I love that.
It's a lot of fun. But so with Caleb at Disney auditioning for the role of Mickey Mouse, we've got our friend Lindsay Stoner, big fan of the pod. Welcome back. Our big conspiracy theorist, Dustin Pede, our big NASCAR fan. I don't know. Trying to like
NASCAR reporter.
You do kind of you give that
Covers
vibe right now.
food and the race cars
Yeah.
and animal stuff.
That's it. That's our guy. That's our guy, Dustin. And, of course, a resident celebrity and blue authorized checkmark on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Johnny, the celeb Burkhalter.
Johnny, no space, Burkhalter.
Oh, little crickets.
Crickets.
Yeah. Now we have to keep that in because we all acknowledge it. Dang, it. All right.
Crickets.
I'm going to do our best to not acknowledge the rest of these. Dustin's found some new noises and is excited.
I knew they were always there. You could never play them until
Easy,
we had the headphones.
Sorry.
But it's fine. She's going to knock down her table and none of it will matter anyway.
It's true. This whole podcast could go tomorrow. So I'm excited to be back. Listen, it's been a good time. Before we hop into the pod today, let me just say, last week wrecked me. I need to just confess some things to you guys. Every day since when we recorded last Thursday, every day for the last week, I've eaten fast food breakfast.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh.
Every single day.
That's
the day
disgusting.
after that podcast, I ate my McDonald's breakfast. 2 bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddles, 2 hash browns, and a large sweet tea. Amazing. And then I had Chick-fil-A. I had Taco Bell. And then I went back to Chick-fil-A. And so it's been a rough few days. My stomach does not. I've placed it on. I can't hear in my right ear right now. So I'm on like some medicine to like fix it, for like an ear infection, like amoxicillin and stuff like that.
Antibiotic? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. And apparently I'm blaming it on like prednisone and amoxicillin making me more hungry. You're supposed to eat with those medicines.
Oh yeah, you're all roided out.
Yeah, and so I feel like I'm getting a little bit more swole. Sunday really busted out of the shirt there a little bit, and feel good about it. So,
Wow.
Anyways, yeah. So here's where I'm at. I have underestimated how many seasons and episodes of Modern Family there were.
Oh, okay.
I really thought I could binge through this thing quickly. It's 11 seasons. 11 seasons of like 20. It's like an old school, like Office style, like 20 episode season. And I am, but it's all I'm focused on right now.
That's a full-time job, my friend.
It is, but it is so, listen, if y'all have not watched it, I just need to encourage all of you, start today. It's
Start
so
today.
good.
Oh, I see
Don't
the
wait.
sticker on the
Start
mug.
today.
I was waiting for the bigger stickers to come in before I put it on the mug, but I'm for it.
I
Let's
like
go.
the mug, man. Yeah, we got some new stickers in, some new merch. Compliments to Dustin.
Yeah, if you own a magnifying glass, you can read them. Otherwise, you don't have to wait till the next size comes.
It's true. Yeah. There's some fun binge-worthy stickers.
Yeah, our sponsor, Sticker Mule, sent them our way. So I was, I'm happy to oblige. They said, "Hey, man, can we get you anything for the pod?" I was like, "You know what? Some stickers would be great." Man.
Yeah,
and
they delivered, man.
And they delivered.
Yeah, they delivered.
So shout out Sticker Mule. Appreciate your support.
Yeah, welcome to the ad placement, Sticker Mule. We love you guys. Yeah, we love you.
Speaking of ads, I got to flex a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Today, I don't know how
These flexes kill me.
I'm just gonna brag on my blessings a little bit.
Let's
So let me give you a backstory before I go where I'm about to go. So Bang, our unofficial sponsor, not of just a podcast,
Lindsay
but
did water today. What a weird twist.
yeah, it's a whole plot twist.
Okay.
It's a
Swallowing down some pills, I think.
yeah, it's a whole thing.
I didn't think that would mix well with the Bang. So.
That's probably true. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, let's not do that. But anyway, so Bang, the unofficial sponsor of our life, had come out with these little like energy shooters. They kind of look like the
Shots.
shooter. I don't know what you call them, but they look like a 5-hour energy. So like the size of a 5-hour energy, but Bang makes it, and it's claim to fame that it's the first energy shot that's carbonated. So here's what I did yesterday. We had Wednesdays are long.
Keyword claim.
Yes, like baggage, bars. I'm kidding.
I'm in. Let's
Anyway,
go.
but
You better you want me to get you a beat going?
there it is. Okay, yeah, there it is.
All right.
So anyway, Wednesdays are long days for us, right? Typically, so I bought 4 of them. I think the original plan was we were going to get you involved
Sure.
in this.
I
but
hate that I missed it.
It's just so nonchalantly slid in there, the quantity. It's long day, so I bought 4 naturally and tried to get you.
About 4. Anyway, so I took this energy shot, and I'm not going to lie to you, it did things to me that are indescribable.
He still hasn't slept.
It's still, I mean, it's funny, but driving home, I thought cars were passing me that weren't really there, but
Oh my god, you drove like that?
it's the whole thing. I didn't want to
I was
say that out loud.
hallucinating.
pretty-
I remember seeing fairies around me and going, "This feels normal. It's fine." Yeah,
It was what I can only imagine the Twilight Zone to be like. But anyway,
Yeah.
flash forward, long story short, today I posted an Instagram reel of us, partaking in the Bang shots. And as soon as I posted it, I get a message from Bang that's like, "Hey, do you want to collab on a paid partnership?"
Let's
So
go.
today I'm no longer
What?
unofficially, I sent it to you in a text.
I
But
don't
today
read
I'm
those.
no longer unofficially sponsored by Bang. I am officially sponsored.
What is happening? What is
by Bang
happening?
Energy.
She goes, I see you too. He texts you. Yeah, I don't need those.
That's on brand. It's fine.
Yeah. That's incredible.
so,
congratulations,
Yeah,
man. That's
I
huge.
mean, I don't know what that says about me, but I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take
Yeah.
it as a win.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
Bang Energy.
You're living my dream, man. You're living my dream. I'm happy to live through you. Yeah, happy to live
They
through
love you.
I love that. I love that. Anybody watch anything good lately?
Yes.
I like watching you ignore the sound effects. And I'm queuing up. He goes,
Nah. Yeah, I can only hear him in one ear, so I'm like, I can't.
I love it.
Yeah, it's fine.
yeah. I mean, I just started the Ed Sheeran documentary on Disney Plus.
Oh, me too.
Just started that.
What's that called?
Ed Sheeran. I don't know. Ed Sheeran's life. I don't know. It's like 4 episodes.
A sheer in the life.
Okay.
Ooh, he's trying.
That's
I
right.
see it. I'm in.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I'm live binging Top Chef. Huge Top Chef fan. 20th year this year.
Every week
Super
you watch
pumped.
a
Love
news.
that.
Yeah, that's how the
Live
live
binging
live
works.
binging works. I don't know if you just Google that. Live binging works by waiting every week for
single
the
week.
episode. I mean, it's a reality
It's
show.
like
It's like watching a sporting event. I'm not going to wait for the entire NFL season to
Sure.
be over and then watch all the games.
Yeah, I would.
That does sound like something you would do.
Yeah, I would
be like, no, it's
No, everybody be quiet. I'm gonna watch all of them the last week of the year, and I'm gonna see how we did. I couldn't do that.
He's still
Yeah.
like Pro Bowl week. He's just walking around with this highest amount of hopes.
Yeah.
He's
You
like,
guys
this
know
is our
it's in the
year.
Super Bowl?
This is our year.
I have no idea. Be quiet. I haven't gotten
team,
there yet.
Team went over. He's like, this is our year,
Don't
though.
spoil it, man. You guys know Lamar went out a week. I haven't gotten there yet. I haven't gotten there. No spoilers. Listen, we signed Lamar back. Big deal out of Baltimore this week. We did. Yeah. We've been working through some negotiations and finally landed the deal. And I'm excited, man. I wore my Baltimore gear today just for that.
I love it.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited about football season. I can't wait. We're in London. In October, and I wish I could go, but I won't.
My Commanders are coming here week 1.
Hello
So
to the ATL.
yeah, so I'm gonna try to get tickets.
Let's
to
go,
that.
man. Yeah,
I love that.
Atlanta Stadium's great. Like
Oh,
they're
Yeah, never.
Are they still in the dome? Yeah,
No, Mercedes. Yeah.
Mercedes Benz, but it's dome
Yeah.
still. Yeah.
Well, it's an open. It's a open or closed rooftop.
Oh,
What
really?
do they call it? Retractable.
Retractable roof. I remember that they did that at that Passion Conference one year, right? They did, like wasn't that like open,
Open
up
up
the
the
heavens?
windows.
Yeah.
Let the- yeah.
Yeah,
it's
I remember that song.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, I never went
Pull
anywhere.
some strings.
Yeah.
It's a big song. So my week has been kind of crazy. My wife flew to California to be with her grandfather. He turned 90 years old.
That's awesome.
And this guy, he's just rock. I wish we may have to insert a video. This guy still can move on the dance floor. 90 years old.
Yeah.
Goals. Yeah. So he's a little handsy, but he can move. Anyway,
It's fine.
Oh,
90 years old, you can be whatever you want to be.
Yeah,
With his family.
I don't know. That's
All
weird. I don't know. Anyway,
Soundtrack for that?
No, I don't. That's about all I got.
There it is. Can't wait.
Anyway, so I say that to say I had the kids solo, so I didn't get to really binge a whole lot. I am continuing the last season of Better Call Saul. I haven't finished it yet.
Yes, I finished that.
It's just so the storytelling in that show is just so incredible. And what I love, it didn't start off this way, but over time, the cinematography of this show has just been incredible.
Yeah.
Like there's like 90-second shots of just stillness and quietness but makes so much sense. It's like they've earned, as a viewer, they've earned your buy-in over 6 seasons, and now you're just hanging on literally every frame. It's just so really cool. It's just cool.
I will say, I feel like that got what you're talking about there got a little out of hand in this last season of Better Call Saul, the season 6. That
I
came out
just
on Netflix.
started, but yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. Towards the end, I guess there's 13 episodes in this season. Probably the last 2.5 to 3.5 episodes I watched on double speed. I could not get. I mean, before that, it was just like their opening montages were 5 minutes, and it's always just like he got in his car and rolled down the window and drove past a billboard. That took 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Opening credits, and I'm just like, I don't care. That has nothing. I mean, I'm sure maybe that billboard will come back into play, but usually it doesn't.
Yeah.
And
Fair enough.
I was very just like this culture that we live in now of just get to the point.
Yeah.
Man,
Jack you up.
I get what they're trying to do.
Yeah,
They're trying to bulk that, but man, I was just like, let's get it going.
Yeah. Well, like the most recent episode I watched, there was the opening frame. It was like it was raining, and they were focusing on this piece of broken glass, and the rain's hitting, which I thought was just really cool.
Yeah.
And so
It's super artistic.
No spoilers, but and then then at the end of the episode, you see like that glass break, and you're like, oh my gosh, that's why. Like.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. I mean, it sounds really silly
I
saying
call
it
it foreshadowing, I think.
Yes.
A
That's
little
a
red
word.
herring.
A little, yeah. So
I'll tell you,
but-
I watched an interview. The older guy, you know what I'm talking about? Like the guy who's like the assassin dude on the show. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like
Mike.
Mike,
What's
yes.
his name in real life?
Mike.
No,
It's got to be. He's just Mike.
Yeah. Listen, he was doing this interview. They were talking about how closely knit the Breaking Bad family was.
Yeah.
And I guess still is. And so when they went to start filming Better Call Saul, Bob Odenkirk and is on the show. Obviously, he was on Breaking Bad, and so they had just formed this bond over the years. And he tells the story that when he showed up the first day on set for Better Call Saul, he just assumed that everybody else from Breaking Bad was a part of it, and so he shows up, and it's just not that Bob Odenkirk's not, but he's like, I just expected my family to be there, and nobody else was there, and he's like, and it just destroyed me. And I was like, man, like that's but those shows are so like, I mean, it's so riveting.
Yeah.
I love that series. Breaking Bad was one of the best out there, and then Better Call Saul was fantastic.
Have you finished it?
No, I haven't watched season 5 or 6.
Okay, waiting for the season to end.
Well,
waiting for the World
I'd
Series.
rather just binge the whole thing through. I don't like suspense. I don't like. I want the series to end, like Modern Family's done, so I can go all the way to the finale. And I love that, but it's really frustrating for me to watch. I don't want to watch Yellowstone now. Like that whole thing's a whole different animal with Costner being the way he's being. But like, I don't even know if I'll finish out watching episode 5.
Is he pulling a Lamar
Or
Jackson?
season 5.
Maybe. So
A little,
they
little
have
everything.
Yeah, Taylor Sheridan had a pull in Audible, and it officially. There's been a lot of rumors out for a while, but it officially came out this past week or so. That the season they stopped in the middle of the season that they're in right now, which I don't remember if it's number 5 or number 6.
5, yeah.
They stopped in the middle of that to pick it back up this summer, which they're running late on because Costner was in like availability type of contracts or whatever. Well, they finally said that they're going to end Yellowstone as we know it, at least the origin, the core series. They're going to end it at the end of the current season that they're in, but they are going to pick up with a spinoff from there, which they're known for their spinoffs. They already have 1883, which is a 1-season deal, Tim McGraw and Faith Hill, and then they did 1923. They're halfway through that. It's going to be a 2-season deal. They did 1 season already. That's Harrison Ford, and I forget the lady's name, but she's amazing. Yeah, I'm a bit been out of shape. I would appreciate if we just change topics.
This one they're talking about bringing in Mr. All Right to keep it going, right?
They are talking about bringing McConaughey. That has not been confirmed. It's strictly a rumor, but it fits.
He could do that.
Yeah,
he's like the new Western. Like Costner is the ideal Western. That's what the article I was reading was like. This dude like just emulates a Western vibe, like that Midwestern like rancher vibe. McConaughey's probably the next closest thing based on a lot of the work he's done in films. So I don't know, I could definitely see it.
Think he'll drive a Mazda in the show?
No, he drives the what's the
Lincoln.
Lincoln.
That's right.
He drives the Lincoln. Yeah,
I just hope that Costner isn't doing this so he can perform more music.
Okay,
Because
that's
it
true.
is just.
That's what the world wants from him.
It is just. I mean,
Isn't
have
that-
you ever seen?
Isn't that why you get famous? So you can have a band.
Ever seen a midlife crisis more than that?
Oof.
I mean,
Wow.
Yeesh.
that's like the second time around.
I feel like I'm looking in a mirror.
I think if McConaughey does the new if he does the new Yellowstone, there's gonna be a lot of monologues over like voiceover monologues. I was riding through my ranch one day, and I remember thinking,
I appreciate a good
love
narration.
horses.
I appreciate a good
Love me
narration.
some horses, all right. Anyways, Lindsay, watching anything good?
Yeah, I've watched a lot of movies for the first time. I watched Edward Scissorhands for the first time.
Let's go, Johnny Depp.
Wow.
Yep.
Love
What'd you
that movie.
think?
It was the most 4-wing 5 movie I think I've ever seen in my
She's
life.
talking about the Enneagram.
Enneagram,
Wow.
yeah, Enneagram
Yeah.
toss there. Yeah,
It
Wow,
was,
it's good. It checks
was
all the
really
boxes.
I love Edward Scissorhands.
Man,
It was
it's-
really good.
When you realize he's the one who makes the snow.
Edward
Wait.
What'd you just say?
That's a lot of words at once. Edward Scissorhands.
Edward Scissorhands.
Edward sauce in his hands. Yes.
Sauce in his hands.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I watched Blow for the first time.
Hello.
Really, really liked it.
Yeah.
That's about cocaine, right?
Yep. That's why I like it.
Call back. Call back to the. Heck yeah!
You know
moment.
what?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
You know what? You know what, though? Here's another sneaky callback on Blow. You know what year that came out?
2002.
2001.
Ooh.
Oh.
The year of our boy Caleb.
The year of our boy Caleb. Yeah.
Came out in 2001. There it is.
Wow.
A year before I was born.
I don't think I've seen this movie.
Oh, it's so good.
Is that
Really? I've never seen
It's
it.
based on a true
Is
story.
that Selma Hayek? Who's that?
No, that's Penelope Cruz.
Ooh, even better.
Oh yeah. Oh, John, you hold on. Did like Netflix get you into like a Johnny Depp theme?
Yeah,
Is that
they
what's
go,
happening?
you love this.
You love this? Watch
You'll-
another Johnny
you like
Depp.
this,
No,
you'll love this.
I really like old movies.
Ray Liotta's in it.
so
That feels right.
yeah,
if
he's
it's a
Johnny
mafia
Depp's.
movie,
Ooh, he's Johnny Depp's dad in the movie.
that tracks.
Of course.
Yeah.
I feel like that could be real life, though.
Yeah. But yeah, it was really, really good. It's based on a true story, and it just basically is about like the story of George Jung, and he, like, just how he got into the business of like selling cocaine,
Yeah.
and like it was really good.
That's fun.
Wait, so this is based on a true story?
Yeah,
Okay.
the guy that like the character that Johnny Depp plays in the movie, he's still alive, and like
Mr. Young.
yes, so
Oh, part of the Pablo Escobar's cartel. Got it. All right. So
yeah.
how like is it like as closely follows the story as Cocaine Bear did, or it feels like it's just kidding.
Is it like a prequel? It's a
God.
prequel.
I mean, is it as much of a documentary as
I think
Cocaine
that
Bear?
isn't Cocaine
No.
Bear. Isn't it Escobar's? Isn't the same? Is that the same? Can you see? I don't remember. Anyways,
I'm sorry, I'm still looking up.
you're looking at George
Mr.
Young. Yeah, you're really over here.
Yeah,
Mr.
that's
Young.
him.
Wow.
Wow, yeah, he looks like he did some stuff
Yep.
He's been through some
at one
things.
point. Ooh, look at that guy.
That's
There
Johnny
they are.
Depp,
There
man.
they are together.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, hey, let's cast a guy who doesn't look anything like him.
I
It's fine. They did
a great
goals,
job.
goals, you know?
And I watched Nightmare Alley for the first time. Those are like the
Nightmare
three.
Alley. What is that?
It's like it's based in the 1940s, I think.
Okay.
It has that's not how you spell Alley.
Listen, that's why I have Google, and it goes, "Did you mean this way, idiot?" Continue with your story. I'll pull it up.
Yeah.
It's really good.
2021. That's not that old.
Yeah, it has
No internet. That's
Oh.
cool too.
I
it
love that.
has-
Love where we're going.
God, what's his name?
Johnny Depp.
No,
It's got Yanni Depp in it.
Yanni.
Bradley Cooper, I think.
Ooh, I love Bradley
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Oh, there it is.
Cooper. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
This looks
Yeah.
like I like it.
it was really good. It's very weird. Like,
What platform is that on?
I think I watched it on Prime Video.
Okay.
Guillermo del Toro. Yeah, that's a fun one.
What'd you say?
Guillermo. The double L is a Y, yeah? Guillermo del
Guillermo.
Toro. Bradley Cooper, Kate Blanchett, Toni Collette. Toni Collette. She's been in some other big stuff too, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember. Anyways,
It's very graphic. It's
got a lot of pictures in it.
Toni Collette was in Knives Out.
yeah.
you just have to have a strong stomach.
Sixth
like
Sense is
watching
what I was
it.
thinking about. I love Sixth Sense. Do you guys know what the Sixth Sense is? He can see.
I gotta add this to my.
Is that the Sixth
I gotta add
Sense?
this to my list. This looks
Maybe
awesome.
I'll have that.
Wow.
The Sixth Sense is a great movie. It's where the whole time the kid's. Should I spoil it?
No, it's too soon.
Well, yeah.
The whole time the kids.
No, it's
the whole time the kids.
It's too soon. Listen, I don't want to say how things ended up in the Ford Theater for our President Lincoln, but I don't want to spoil it either.
Wait a second. What? Our beloved President Lincoln. Something happened to him?
I don't want to spoil. You just have to find out.
Hope there's not like a movie or something about it. All right.
or a miniseries
Based on his last name.
starring James Franco.
That was, by the way, he's the greatest Lincoln actor. God, honestly,
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, so can I steer one way real quick?
Yeah.
So I'm watching Nate, our beloved Nate Land. I'm finishing the episode in my office today. Lindsay's sitting in my office. She comes in my office. She goes, "What are you watching?" And I go, "This is Nate Land."
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "And?" And I'm like, "This is what our entire show, Bingeworthy, is based off of."
It's true.
And when she walked in, it was on a screen capture, like what we have here.
Yeah, like this, right?
And then, because they were doing the animal fight thing.
Yeah.
And then they cut back to the main shot, camera one, and she looks at it and she looks at me and she's like, "I mean, this is like exactly like Bingeworthy." and then
It's like we planned it.
our merch rep, Adriana, walks in. She goes, "What are you watching?" I go, This is where Bingeworthy was born.
Yeah.
This is what it was born out of." And she goes, and she walks right up to the screen and she's just like, "Oh my gosh, that's you. And that's Chris. And oh my gosh, that's Caleb. Look at him." And then it's just like she's pointing to Brian and Nate and
We'll have to do a little reel here.
Oh
it's
my
true, though.
gosh.
Yeah. It is true.
If you
The way it all came together is kind of absurd. How all of us kind of align with the four. We should just do a crossover episode.
Who am I? I've never watched.
You're Dusty Slay.
Okay.
Dusty has a lot of. Well, Dusty doesn't believe there's space.
Well, smart. He's smart. So
you
he's the smart one.
well,
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So we're the geniuses.
There's Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I was as funny as him. He's
We all do.
Oh, look at Dusty.
Okay.
What a stud.
All right.
I'm trying to find a picture of all four of them in the.
So I'm
in
the
that
Studley
space there.
smart one. I love this.
Well, Studley, I don't know. He's
mean,
very.
There's,
mu-
well,
he's,
there's
the long
three of
haired
them.
one?
he's in
down there in the bottom
Alabama.
left, but they don't have a
Yeah, this one doesn't include
Dusty.
Dusty, and it's before Aaron
Oh,
lost
wow.
really any weight at all.
Oh, so you're
Trying
the
to
dirty hippie looking one.
Yeah.
He's Dusty Slay, which
Oh,
is
there's one with
my
Nick down there,
favorite.
little Nick in the corner. That's great.
where
Down
right
there?
here.
Yeah.
Oh
With
gosh, this
Nick.
guy. Well, it's funny that the picture's small too,
Yeah.
but I'll try to zoom in here.
Wow.
He's great. Nick is
Nick
hilarious.
Novak, is that his name?
I think so.
Novak. Oh,
Nick-
he's
Novicki?
Novicki.
Novicki, yeah.
Novicki, yeah. He's a little person, but he's a stand-up comedian. Even though they joke that it looks like he's still sitting down.
One of the greatest pranks I've ever heard was through this. Nate did a special during COVID, and he convinced Nick that he had no idea about the Nancy Kerrigan situation, Tanya Harding situation. And Nick, he tells us in his special, he's like, for years, I've been telling him, like, who?
I'm looking to see
What happened? He's like, dude, you don't know? Like, this girl came up and busted this girl's knee out in the middle of, like, the Olympics. He's like,
it's like a major
what?
story.
Like, what are you talking about? I had no idea.
No one has ever heard of this.
And on his special, he's like, and this is the first time that Nick ever knows that I actually knew the whole time. I just was messing with him.
As I'm telling you this story is the first time Nick is hearing that I actually do know who Nancy Kerrigan is.
Oh my
Such a
gosh.
great, like,
And
one
then
of the
afterwards
greatest pranks.
in the credits or whatever, they cut back to Nick and he's just like, "Oh, come on."
It's a great prank.
so good.
So yeah. Anyways, yeah.
So yeah, two people highly invested in the success of this show had never even seen a clip
Yeah, but
of
now they
Nate
do.
before.
Now they know.
Now they know, and I
Yeah.
think you can speak for yourself. I think they're a bit weirded out.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
She's still
Okay, folks.
So let's get to the
watch from episode 100.
Do we wanna-
Well, episode 100 of Nate Land is when Dusty came on. That's from there on. Those last 48 episodes have been.
Yeah, and if you watch
great,
Bingeworthy, you've heard Chris and I talk about. We've seen 3 of the 4 of these guys live before. We saw Nate doing his tour last year.
Yep.
And then we saw Dusty and Aaron together. Just what was February?
Yeah. February.
March,
First week of February.
somewhere in there. Anyway, what they've been doing, and they had a listener send in, they do a bunch of comments because they have a bigger audience than we do, and they spend about the first half of their show doing comments.
Slightly.
And so they had a one of their listeners send in this website called Bracket Fights.
Yeah.
And today I just finally decided to look it up. Now I will tell you
this is different.
It is slightly different because every time you go to the animal page, unless you save it, it reseeds everything.
Really?
Uh-huh.
That's killer.
So I thought we could quickly just knock this out real quick because I know we're doing a part 2 episode anyways today, so we may be out. But we could just knock this out real quick.
Let me just say why this bracket matters.
Yeah.
We were watching this. They've been doing that for 2 weeks now.
Oh, forever.
And
It's been like 6 weeks.
That's true. It's been a minute.
It's been a long time. They've been stretching it out. They're in what, the Sweet 16, Elite 8 now?
No, they're not. I don't even think they're done the whole East bracket yet. That I could be wrong. They might be in the 16 now.
I think they finished the first round. I think they're in Sweet 16 now. Maybe.
Today I know they were wrapping up because they had a wrong bird that they had to go back through and change. But
yeah, I finished that today. It's hilarious.
That's great.
Anyway.
I've never heard of that bird, but it looks fierce.
I mean,
anyways,
they say it killed him.
Cassowary or something like that.
Cassowary.
It looks
it
like
almost sounded like he was saying like casserole or
it's like the cassowary you can't afford. Like if you're in the trailer park, like I like me a cassowary.
Cassowary.
So they talk about a barn owl, which led me down a very steep hole of watching a documentary called The Staircase, which if you guys haven't watched,
it's on my list.
It is wild. These two basically famous people. One guy's a writer. I can't remember what she did for a living. She dies.
Raised owls.
Yeah, raised barn owls. She dies. It's not in quotes. She's dead. She dies, and he goes to jail for it. And this whole documentary is all about like what he tried to do to defend his case. And the wildest part is one of the theories that they posit is that an owl attacked her.
Oh my gosh.
And then if you had to go down this like Reddit thread to see like how this would all play out, they only spend a minute. But what I found out afterwards is apparently the documentarian that made The Staircase about this guy and the guy who allegedly committed this murder. He was found guilty. But anyways, he's in jail. Like fell in love. And so now I don't even know if I can trust the documentary because it's all been skewed because the love factor. But it's great. It's a great documentary.
You fell in love with the owl or
the alleged was that she fell down. No. The documentarian was a female.
Okay, that's what I heard.
She fell in love with the guy who committed the murder.
Oh.
He posited that she fell down the stairs.
Turned into an owl.
And
That's
the guy,
what you're saying.
Animorphs.
The guy
What
who
a
committed the
book
murder, one of his
series.
theories was that a barn owl was the one that created. Here's what happened. She
killed
falls
her
down the stairs.
With an owl. He took an owl.
He alleged that she fell down the stairs. When she fell down the stairs, she has all these lacerations. Because of that, they're saying that she was actually bludgeoned instead of just falling down the stairs.
Bludgeoned.
Wow.
Their words, not mine.
That's a hammer for all of us with the 5th grade education.
On the ME report?
That's their words, not mine.
Official bludgeoned.
Bludgeoned.
Wow.
And so he said, no, she must have been attacked before she got into the house. That's where this scratches must have come
Look
from.
up bludgeoned because I know what it is, but
I got to know what
bludgeoned.
it's a hammer, right?
Beat repeatedly with
someone.
a bludgeon. What? You can't use the word in the word.
With a bludgeon.
Yeah, you can't use the word in the definition.
This is from Oxford, y'all. You're better than that.
Force or bully someone into doing something. Yeah.
She was bludgeoned to death in the basement. That's like what you're saying.
Yeah, but it was probably not in the basement. It's just where she landed, was at the bottom of the stairs.
I might be in a basement later.
The crazy part of this is that his other wife died by falling down the stairs. He had 2 wives, and the first one died falling down the stairs.
Oh, okay. See, now we.
So it got weird, man.
Conspiracy?
I'm not saying anything.
Wow.
Just saying what it is. All right.
All right, let's knock
So
this
let's
out
do
real
this
quick.
animal fight. Yeah.
Let's knock this out real quick. Panda, polar bear. What you got?
I'm gonna go panda.
Really?
Oh yeah. Have you tried the orange chicken?
All right. Okay.
I had that today.
We're doing that.
That sounds so good.
Who are you going with?
Polar bear.
Polar bear. Who you got?
Listen, The panda bear is sneaky strong.
Sneaky. Look at his creepy eyes.
I mean,
Look
I mean,
at
it
the-
does eat
sneaky
bamboo.
strong.
Look at him
Like, that's
laughing. He's
strong.
looking there going, I gotcha.
All right, we need to establish some ground rules. I like the ground rules.
Yeah,
that
they
we
did ground
We've got to
rules.
establish some
Go
ground
ahead.
rules.
Go ahead.
Where are they? Where are we? Are they fighting in their natural habitats,
I-
or are they fighting in a coliseum?
I would like to honor Johnny B here and
Okay.
say they are fighting it out in a WWE ring.
love it.
Can it be like a cage match?
Like an octagon?
Octagon, even better.
All right.
Okay.
Octagon.
Let's make it. So they're in an octagon.
Yep.
Zero. Okay. All right. If that's the case,
So they can't run.
Polar bear.
yeah. Listen. That I've never seen a panda be aggressive. They sit in their butt and eat a lot.
Yeah.
The polar bear, on the other hand, they fight for some Coca-Cola.
So we have a lot to get through.
Yeah. So really, we're looking at orange chicken versus
Orange chicken
Coca-Cola.
versus Coca-Cola. I'm going to go with caffeine every time.
One
I'm going to go
interest
polar
people.
bear.
Okay.
I'm gonna go polar bear as well. All right. Lion versus giraffe.
Lion.
This
Lion.
seems easy to me.
I mean, just based on real life.
Right.
But hold on.
Oh,
Let me just ask you a question.
I don't know if I can undo this.
What? Click on the giraffe. If not, I won't make my case.
Okay. Yep.
All right. Cool. All right. Let me just make a case here. We're in an octagon.
What other thing
Okay.
you do?
The lion's the lion's strength is sneaking up on its prey.
Yeah.
Secondarily, the lionesses are typically the ones who hunt.
Yeah. So this guy's.
So this giraffe could. I mean, I could
Right.
see him
Stomp
like
on his butt.
right. But
one swift behind the kick, boom.
one of
I
these-
mean, and I'm a
one of
Toys R
these-
Us kid, so I'm gonna go for Jeffrey the giraffe.
I mean,
I'm gonna
Ooh, yeah,
change my
I
vote.
changed
the
mine.
lion looks like he's packing. He's got a look on his face like, look, I got a gun.
I'm going.
Yeah, but look at this giraffe right here. He's staring down the camera. He's not afraid.
He's not afraid.
He's not ashamed.
He's like,
We're going with giraffe over lion.
we're going with
That is
giraffe.
an upset early pick.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying, if you're in a cage, your lion's a little bit out of practice. He's a little rusty from hunting.
Can I go back? Can I back up here? Are we
Yeah.
going entertainment value or real?
Oh man, I think both.
in an
Okay, if
octagon.
we're going entertainment value, you gotta go giraffe. That's funny and super embarrassing to the king of the jungle.
Yeah, I'm just saying the lion's whole premise for hunting is secrecy. If he gets exposed, he's out in the wide open. Everybody's looking at him. A lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Can he deliver?
Yeah. I mean,
He's a cat at the end of it all. A giraffe is a beast.
I just can't wait to be king. I'm going giraffe.
Okay.
Oh,
Whoa. After that,
After the Lion King. All right.
you
giraffe.
giraffe. It is.
Yeah. I love that.
I don't know. Is this a penguin?
Yes.
That's
A
definitely
penguin?
a penguin.
Danny,
Is that a house cat?
That is a penguin versus a house cat.
I think that's Danny DeVito.
oh my god.
What do you got? House cat, Danny DeVito. Who do you got?
House cat.
I'm gonna.
No
You know,
way.
A feline.
I think that house cat is sneaky, and I don't think that penguin's doing much. So I'm gonna go house cat.
I'm gonna say house cat as well. So no matter what you say, it's 3 against
Yeah,
1. Only
I'm-
because they're of the devil.
They
So
are the
They
devil.
are.
A cat has to go on.
I love this one right here. This is
Chicken.
This
Chicken.
is good
Birds
old
are evil.
fashioned. There was a farmer who had a dog.
Who had a dog and
Bingo
was
was his name. There's a cow and a chicken. Who do you got? I know this guy doesn't
Chicken.
like birds, so he's taking the chicken every time. What do you got?
I've never heard of a fighting cow, but I have heard of a fighting chicken. So I'm
Yeah.
going chicken.
That
I gotta go chicken
man.
too, especially if it's a rooster. It's got those talons on
I'm
the back.
saying as long as that chicken knows not to get under that cow, if that cow lands on that chicken,
over.
you're eating Chick-fil-A.
Right,
that
but
night.
how long does it take that cow to get down?
Well, I don't know.
Chicken it
Let's
is.
find out.
I'm about to mess around and find out. We got a. Is that a bee? Is that a
That just looks like
Yellow
a normal,
jacket and a
normal old-fashioned yellow
tarantula.
jacket. I'm
Yellow
taking
jacket.
a tarantula all day,
for real?
bro.
You can fly in and fly out and sting that thing and
Yeah.
keep on your way.
Listen, if
Yeah,
you
but
sting that, he's gonna die. He's not
Yeah.
going
He's not
past
making it
this
to the
round.
next round either way. That tarantula's going to go, oh, cool, thanks, man. Next round.
All right, hey,
And
if
he
I'm,
can grab him with the thing and be like,
all right.
you know?
If I'm outvoted, we'll go tarantula.
Yeah, tarantula.
I
I've
still
seen.
think-
Have you guys seen a tarantula in real life?
Yes.
Nope, don't want
They are
to.
terrifyingly large.
Nope.
But in Sodom, Bolivia, unbelievable.
What do we have
Nope.
here? A toucan and what is that? A beaver?
beaver.
Ooh, it looks like the beaver
Yeah.
from.
I'm going with the
Chronicles
beaver, man.
of Narnia.
Those beavers,
Beavers
are
are
fur-
mean.
They're
Mean,
fierce.
dude. The
Yeah.
big old tails. Yeah, I'll go beaver
Yeah.
on that
Yeah,
one
that
too.
toucan sends no
Rhino.
Rhino.
Versus what is that? A gecko?
That's an iguana, dude.
Rhino.
An iguana?
That's an iguana.
That's a
That tail
small.
says
Geico.
iguana all day.
That's
From
a
Geico.
very small iguana.
No, that's a gecko. That's different. This
Geico.
is an iguana. This is an iguana.
Geico.
Okay.
So this thing right here, this green
Goblin.
goblin versus the rhino, you're taking the green guy.
No, the rhino.
Rhino.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I got rhino.
I got rhino too.
Yeah, of course, rhino.
All right, down here, I don't know what's going on here.
That's a deadly tree
Deadly
frog.
frog.
But I'm taking crabs all day.
Deadly frog versus the crab.
Yeah, but the
crabs.
crab has a shell, so I don't feel like if he touched it, it would like be poisonous to him.
Nah,
you know?
he's not gonna. He's
Yeah.
gonna just clamp. He's gonna clamp
Yeah,
that
he's
back.
gonna chop him in half.
Yeah.
I've got some questions about the frog. Is he poisonous?
Mhm.
We just said
He
that.
is poisonous.
Poisonous.
Question number 1, is that a frog?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the frog right here. So what we're looking at here,
Question
just to
number
be clear,
2, what
frog
are
up
we
top.
deciding again?
crab on the bottom.
Poisonous.
Is the crab Sebastian from The Little Mermaid? No, I'm
Okay.
kidding. I'm gonna go frog.
You got crab.
Crab.
You got crab.
crab all day,
I'll
yeah.
go crab as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, here
Well,
we go.
snap that little-
I
We
think
have
it's
we
poisoned.
have a squirrel versus what is this?
A sloth.
Is that a sloth?
Yes.
I mean, you
Chewbacca.
got Johnny B on the bang shots versus Lindsay coming into today's show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Johnny B bang shots.
Yeah.
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 Squirrels are
Squirrely
crazy.
bee.
They're like crackheads.
They
Yeah.
are. You get a good rabid squirrel.
Like mini crackheads.
she's
Yeah.
in it, man.
This is
She's
a common trend
Yeah.
happening.
She's got some things we're gonna work through.
I blame Blow. All right, squirrel it is. Here we go. We got a great mug shot of
let's
a
just
wolf.
let's go ahead and take the wolf here.
Wolf versus
Yeah.
a mouse.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gonna
Wolf.
be easy. We got a butterfly versus a snake. I don't know what's happening here.
Y'all know,
Obviously,
y'all know.
Snake.
That's
actually,
my
it
I want
says
the
it says it's a
little
python.
snake.
Actually,
favorite vine of all time.
It's
I'm
mine
a sneaky
too.
little snake.
That's my favorite vine ever.
Oh gosh,
So
that
it's
kid doesn't get enough credit for all the credit he gave
It's
us.
so
Yeah.
funny.
so it's not actually a python, but it's still a type of snake. So we have a armadillo and a ram, not to be confused with the motor vehicle.
Armadillo.
Really?
It'll
I
curl up
don't
in
know.
a ball when that thing tries to hit it.
Do you guys
Just
ever
stomp
think about
on
an
So
it.
it's
armadillo
all
like Sonic the
defense.
Hedgehog? I know he's not a hedgehog, but you know, like Sonic would roll up and
Yeah.
then just get that speed and hit.
Yeah.
I do wonder, can armadillo do that? Can they roll and hit? If so, he could knock that ram out.
Have you seen what rams do to each other though?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I have not.
I have no
I will give it to the armadillo. His defense game is strong, but what's he doing for offense? What's he doing to
Yeah.
get the job done, to put points
Is that
on the
what
board?
offense means?
Yeah, I don't know what that. I have no idea how the armadillo gets any offense at all.
Yeah, I'll go St. Louis Rams or LA Rams,
LA
wherever they
Rams,
play
where
now.
we're at. We got a little puppy. We got a little puppy versus what is this? Is this a
A
mountain lion?
jaguar.
That's not a jaguar. That's a cheetah.
That's a cheetah.
One of the two.
Okay, cheetah puppy. What you got?
Jaguar.
The cheetah jaguar.
Yeah, I gotta go pup.
Yeah, puppy's not. If it was a full grown dog,
He goes, really?
if it was a full grown dog, I
Okay.
might would say yes.
Maybe.
But that dog doesn't. It hadn't seen enough yet. It hadn't
No.
been through enough yet. You know.
No, he thinks he's going to. He showed up to the fight thinking he's going to play.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I got a fence like this in my backyard. In the octagon, that's what he said.
That cheetah's looking. Look at that cheetah's pronounced up like that. Like I'm about to ruin you.
And he's like, that guy's. That's what I have to go against. You kidding me right
Yeah,
now? That's the look he's making. All right.
Yeah.
Nobody's down here. I don't know what's happening here.
Uh-oh.
Maybe that's nothing.
All right. They
Uh,
all win.
They all left. Okay, so let's go up to the other side real quick and get to.
There it is.
Here we go.
Okay.
First one up, we got
I can't
a
even see that.
grizzly.
You guys know where I'm going.
Move your
Cocaine bear
head.
versus quail bear.
Yes.
I'm taking
Move
cocaine
your
bear.
head.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing that you guys
Cocaine bear.
must know about koala bears. I know you think it's like the detergent, but they're not.
Detergent. What does that
You know,
mean?
the snuggie.
koala-
The,
Oh, Snuggies.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know the
That's
the-
fabric softness.
Yes.
Snuggle.
Yeah, snuggle. No.
You gotta know your laundry liquids.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, I don't. Which is one of the shirts that looks this way. Sure. Give it a smell. So I
no
spent.
koala bears in there.
I just need us to know this before we make our pick. I spent some time in the down under, like the land down under, right? And koala bears have a name
Yeah.
on the streets. Australia, my friend.
Oh,
Uh,
thank you.
Koala bears have a name on the streets. You know what the name is? Tree bears. You know why?
Because they sleep in trees.
They fall out of trees onto you.
Oh snap!
As you walk by, they will fall out of a tree onto you
Because
and
they're
attack.
asleep, not on purpose.
No. They're aggressive. They will
Really?
attack you. Yes. The only time a koala bear is cute and cuddly is when they're sedated at a zoo.
Interesting.
Yep. So I'm just gonna tell you.
Take a call.
No, I'm working through some things right now. Sorry.
So
Oh,
I'm
mine's
just-
not buzzing.
Somebody's
Oh,
buzzing.
mine's on
Mine's
silent.
not.
With that said, I'm going for the
that
koala
yours?
bear.
Gotta be his.
You're going koala bear?
Koala bear for
That's
500.
a great story, but we all know the grizzly's going to win. All right, so
It's an apex predator, and here's my thought on the. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's a cocaine bear.
You can look here if you
Okay.
I like the koala mentality though. I have heard that koalas are super aggressive.
Oh yeah, they're mean.
And I think if he's going up against anybody else, he just picked a bad draw. In this
Yeah,
first
if it's,
round.
if it's
that-
him
that
versus
is
the
a-
puppy,
just
that's
had
a
a bad
bad
draw.
koala.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
you
a
can't
solid
go-
8 seed, but you can't top that 1 seed of the grizzly.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
he's no Duke.
Moose.
We got moose, zebra.
Moose.
I don't even know what a zebra does.
Have you guys watched the new Lion King series?
No.
Like the kids one, where like they're growing up, like
Yes.
Lion Guard.
Yeah, Lion Guard, yeah.
Every time I see a zebra now, all I think is the zebras in that show go panic and run, panic and run. That's what I think they're doing. I think they're
Wow.
running around the octagon
Panic.
until they're tired, and that moose is
Yeah.
going to go. And just
Yeah.
that's the end
And
of it.
plus, that moose is probably from Canada,
Yeah. And wait, well, hold on now.
right?
If it's
Hey.
from Canada, then it might be too nice.
Aren't there a lot of moose in Canada?
Yeah,
Too
but
nice.
yeah, Canadians
Yeah,
are all
right.
super nice.
He'd
man.
probably be like, "It's fine."
Hey, you want the one around? That's
That's a
cool.
Tim
I don't know why
Hortons.
he's. I don't know
Oh
what.
my
I don't know what
gosh.
accent that was.
Have y'all seen that movie Little Bear
Yeah.
with the two moose and they just walk around saying "Hey" the whole movie?
Yeah.
So funny.
Ugh. What if this is just
So
a draw?
funny.
I mean-
what if they know? What if nobody? What if everybody's like, you know what? We don't want to fight
Let's
anymore.
see.
I'll be
this.
honest though, to further prove your point, take a look at the look on the zebra's face.
He's ready.
He looks like he's ready to throw down some mess.
Yeah.
Again,
Look
I
at
don't
that
know what a
moose
zebra
stance.
does. I have no idea what their contribution to this
I
world
like
is.
that we're doing no research on it too.
no,
so
they
let's
don't,
just go.
I don't
blind
want
in.
to.
Yeah,
I don't want
like
to. I
it.
want to make it all up.
Yeah,
I
Moose.
don't. Moose still.
it's the
Even
horns
after the-
for me.
hey,
yeah,
hey.
he might accidentally hurt him. You know what I mean?
True.
Just like sitting there and that zebra just running.
All right,
Moose,
Moose it
has
is.
too much
Moose.
going for him.
All right, we got Hump Day versus Foxy Woxy. I gotta go with my boy Fox. That's my boy.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
that
he's
camel looks
sneaky.
way too chill.
What does he say?
The fox?
The Fox.
Ah,
Ding ding ding.
You're
ding,
welcome.
Ding ding ding.
have you guys seen that?
Anybody?
Did you guys see that commercial? Was that a Super Bowl commercial?
It was.
This
yeah.
year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
it
a
was.
what is
It
the
was.
fuck? Is them talking?
It was.
Them talking back and forth.
Anybody disagreeing with me? We all
Nah,
Fox.
I don't think
Nope.
the camel's got the fight in him. He's tired.
All
He's
right, we
exhausted.
got a fighting bull versus Charlotte's
Charlotte's
Web.
Web. Yeah.
Charlotte's
What is his
Web.
name?
my
in that?
God.
Is that Charlotte the pig?
Oh my gosh.
Charlotte the pig.
Charlotte's spider.
Charlotte's the spider. What's
Charlotte's
the pig?
the-
name?
Charlotte's Web. Do you think
Oh
the
my
pig has a web?
gosh. What is the pig's name?
The movie is all about this pig has a web.
That's why
And
it's weird, right?
It's actually a web of lies. It's
Yeah.
not even a real web.
Ooh, that's
just a
good.
real
Charlotte, let's
web.
make the movie. Let's
Charlotte's
do it today.
Web of
Charlotte,
Lies.
let's write it down. I don't have my pen with me today. All right.
So good.
Well, I don't know what to do here. I mean, look at the horns on
bull.
that bull. He's got a
That
nose
bull.
ring. That bull has a nose ring.
I'm gonna go bull.
don't-
Intimidation factor alone, I gotta
Now
go
listen,
bull.
if
That
the pig
goes,
was like
nah,
a
bro.
legit pig,
Like a pot
that's like an
belly pig.
oinker.
Pigs
You know what I
are
mean?
mean.
Yeah.
But that's not a big pig. That's like a
Nah,
little piglet.
that pig looks too happy
Yeah.
to be there. He is going about to get stuck. Look at the look on that bull's face. I wish I could zoom in further more.
I mean,
That is fantastic.
if this is WWE rules, it's all about the gimmick and the look.
Look at the mean mug on
And
this
that
next
bull
next
came
bracket.
to play.
Cockroach.
Look at the
all day,
mean.
every
Look at the
day.
mean mug on this guy. This looks like
Jeez.
Chris after you just made him look dumb.
Dude, that is my life.
Oh my
Look at that
gosh.
look. He's like, but really though.
I've
Yeah.
seen that
Man,
look.
Is that what we're doing here?
I've seen that look.
Here's a question. Quick question. What if the cockroach is smart here? What if it just crawls up into the nose of the ape?
Yeah.
Boom.
Cockroaches
You
can
know what
live through like explosions.
That's
and
what I'm
stuff.
saying.
So cockroach all day.
Man, I'm taking it.
You know what I heard
I'm easily convinced. Let's go.
in that same sense? What I heard today that the biggest threat to a lion in the wild isn't the rhino or any of that. It's a porcupine. Because it'll sniff the porcupine, it can't help itself, and it'll get
snap.
yeah.
Can't help
And one of the little
Can't help myself.
one of the little
Oh, I'm gonna
the little
sniff that
spiky
little-
things. Yeah.
I'm gonna sniff that little girl.
I
I
can't wait
just
to
know
sniff
it.
this
It kills them.
porcupine.
I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I know it's gonna happen, but I gotta do it.
Yeah, but one of the little things it'll get stuck, right, and it'll get infected, and the lion will die.
That's
So what I'm
unfortunate.
saying is I'm going cockroach.
Oh my
That is
gosh.
unfortunate. Cockroach it is.
Cockroach it is.
Cockroach
That's a great
taken
call.
out
That
of
was so
early.
Listen,
that's,
early, he was a
everybody,
favorite.
Everybody thought that was going to be
Yeah.
an easy fight.
Everybody thought that was
they're
like the Duke of the
okay, he
bracket.
steps on the cockroach, we move on.
La
love
cucaracha.
Took him out. All right, elephant,
Thank you, shouting it out.
turtle. I mean, I got to go
Elephant.
elephant just based on size and being able to step on that turtle.
Yeah,
and
unfortunately,
have it
that
be
turtle, while
you
it
can
is a
crack
strong
that shell.
animal,
Elephant.
over. Black Panther. What is that? A weasel?
Yeah, Black Panther.
I'm going Wakanda forever. Black
Wakanda,
was about to
Wakanda
say.
forever.
Let's
I
go.
love it.
R.I.P.
We got a skunk versus what is this here?
I've seen that before.
It's not. That's not a meerkat, is it?
No.
They typically are up on all fours. What is that?
I don't know. I hear it too.
Did you say up on all fours?
Yeah, y'all hear, is that vacuum cleaner?
Up on
Y'all hear
horse.
that? If y'all hear a noise,
Up on
that's a
all-
vacuum
up
cleaner,
on
right?
Probably,
twos.
yeah.
He literally said
I mean,
they're usually up on all fours.
Up on
two.
their hind legs.
you
said-
mean like a dog
like a dog.
or a cat?
Yeah.
Or
Sorry.
any of these other
They're
animals?
like up here.
I mean, we got to give it to the skunk just because we don't
Yeah.
know what this
Yeah.
other thing is, and look at the stank coming off that thing.
Yeah.
He's
Like,
ready. He's reared up.
All right. This is
That hawk
this-
right there.
That's not a hawk.
That's a bald eagle,
That
isn't
is
it?
a
Oh,
bald
eagle.
eagle.
America. Hashtag America. We're going to insert here the
She knows a
national
lot about
anthem.
Canada, but America, not so much.
We got a raccoon
Canada.
versus a bald eagle.
I'm taking that bald. I'll never.
bald eagles can pick
have
up
you seen?
humans.
Have you been face to face with the bald eagle before?
I'm gonna tell you, this to me is like an 8 seed, 9 seed
Ooh,
situation.
really?
Yeah.
Why?
where
What pins it for you here?
It's just so close because those. I mean, the raccoon can just get all just just like go nuts on you, right? So even if it does just come down, the eagle comes down, it picks it up, that thing starts going crazy. Eagle's like, I underestimated this.
Ooh,
I
maybe.
thought this was going to be an easy victory, but this thing is nuts. Drops it, kills it that way. So I got to go eagle, but
Yeah.
not easy.
Not without a fight.
Not the way you think.
Yeah.
It doesn't go down the way you think it goes down.
Okay.
All right.
That's all I'm saying. Hippo, tiger.
Hippo.
Hippo over a tiger?
Have you
man.
seen their mouths?
I'm looking
That's
at it.
true.
They can
Hippos.
chomp
hippos,
that
I think-
freaking tiger to pieces.
If I'm not mistaken, hippos have the hardest,
Yes.
like bite.
Yeah.
I think. If I'm
and
not
they're
mistaken.
very
Like
ferocious.
the strongest bite.
Yeah,
This
they're very,
looks like me at a Chinese buffet.
they're very mean.
And the fact
They
that
just bring up some more food.
and
What's
the
up?
fact that his bite is that much stronger makes
Yeah.
it even better.
Yeah, they're
Really?
very aggressive.
Hippo,
Hang on. Let's look at the tiger. He looks a little faded. He might have
Does
been in
he?
this game for a little
Listen,
bit.
he
I've
looks
seen
like,
Jungle
are you
Book.
serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
that's-
hippo of all the things you could have put. There's
This
a
is what we're
puppy
doing?
dog on the other side of this bracket, and you gave me a hippo. He already looks defeated.
Defeated.
I'm going Tony
going
the
hippo,
Tiger.
man.
What?
What?
I gotta go
Hippo.
tiger too.
You're
Tony
going
the
Tony the Tiger?
What?
I gotta go tiger as well. It's a freaking tiger.
It's a tiger.
No.
Yo, this hippo, they're aggressive.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen videos of hippos?
Give me something
So
else
are
besides
koalas,
he's
but-
aggressive and he likes Chinese food. Give me something else.
Okay. All right. Let me give you this. Let me give you this right here.
they can
He's
swim
so fat.
underwater.
He's so fat. That tiger's gonna take forever. By the time that tiger gets after him,
I don't
he's
like-
gonna turn his head. He's gonna snap down on one leg,
Yep.
whip that tiger out of the octagon, disqualified. He just threw him out with his bite.
I
threw him out.
like the storyline. We'll go for it.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Had
We
to
got
win
a what is this? I don't know. Is that a gator or a,
Oh, gator all day.
Is that a gator
Ooh.
Yeah.
or a croc? That's gator.
That's a
isn't it?
gator.
Gator.
That's a
Gator
gator.
versus is that just straight up monkey or do we got like a chimpanzee? What's
That's
happening?
We'll say chimpanzee.
Okay, chimpanzee versus gator.
Gator. The things are fast.
I mean, have you seen a chimpanzee play basketball?
Those things bite people's faces off, and that is a real story.
yeah. Like
I'm
they
going
are
chimpanzee.
fast and they.
I'm
Those
gonna-
that
I'm taking-
alligator or that gator scales, they're no joke. Like their skin is
Right.
strong. I think it's
Yeah.
gator all day.
Okay.
I
well,
think the chimp has literally bitten a person's face off before.
Yes.
A person.
A
human being?
Yes.
You didn't hear that story?
What?
No,
Okay.
I thought you were talking about the gator this whole time.
I did too. You're talking about a monkey.
I mean, you could train
Yeah.
a chimpanzee to like fire a gun. Okay.
You've
you
already
really
Googled
could.
this before that it shows up.
It's a big thing.
Oh my god! What?
Yeah, there it is.
Oh.
Woo!
I'm not gonna.
Well,
I don't want
think that's it.
Well, I don't
but-
want to play it. Let me try to mute it. I was drunk when I said that.
Oh!
Hang on.
True
Sorry,
classic.
skip
Another
ads.
sponsor for us today.
All right, let me just
Send
get
the
to.
police. Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to get to where you see your face, but this is a real
another ad.
commercials.
Yeah, I love ads. All right.
CBD.
I gotta.
Oh, I see her up there in the
y'all
corner.
need,
THC.
y'all need to donate. This is what she looked like before,
Man.
and then
Wow.
their face is gone now. She has no face.
Oh, literally.
They're
just,
showing. They're showing what happened to her here. They went under surgery for hours, and she comes out
Wow.
looking like
Sure
that, y'all.
enough.
That is what the chimpanzee will do.
Oh
And you're telling me this alligator just because he's got what prongs on his back? I'm telling you.
Well, now that you show me that disturbing footage,
I got the chimpanzee is now my pick to win
I
it
don't
all.
feel like I feel like if I say gator, that chimpanzee's coming for me.
I fear for all of our lives.
Yeah,
Let's
so
move on. Let's move on.
chimpanzee to the finals.
I don't want to be
Yes.
found out. All right, kangaroo song versus your beloved owl.
Kangaroo.
Okay,
That kangaroo punch is no joke.
You don't know what's in his
Yeah.
pocket. I gotta take it.
Y'all,
That's true.
I gotta. You don't know what he brought.
koalas are so much more like they're street cred.
Koalas? We're back to
Koala- I'm
koalas.
just
He's
saying,
back up
we
the
let
chart.
the koala. I'm telling you, the koala is fierce, and this kangaroo, he's just chilling.
Have you seen
Yeah.
kangaroos fight? They box, brother. They
I'm
put,
gonna-
No,
they
that's
put
a-
boxing gloves on kangaroos. That is a real thing.
It's not real. It's like space.
Let me
It's-
say-
it's-
okay.
It's,
Oh
Let me say this
my
way.
it's
god.
CGI.
First of all, that's not how you spell kangaroo, but you
Nope.
did.
It doesn't matter.
You got close.
Look at that. It's a cartoon.
Roo.
It's a cartoon.
It doesn't
Now
matter how
you
I spell
watching?
it. It's
You've
Google.
watched Bang. You've watched kangaroos box each other. That's amazing.
Each
This
other.
is a real photo.
Well, if you swung at a
This
kangaroo,
is a real
Look at this.
photo.
Look at this
That
real
you-
photo. That's
No,
a real photo.
that's Photoshop.
That's not Photoshop, bro.
No,
I
it's
see-
That
not.
is real.
It's Photoshop. It's Arizona. But
Arizona.
Arizona.
Look at my man showed up dapper looking.
I don't
Look at
know.
Those shoes.
I'm
he
just
showed up
saying-
to box this kangaroo, and he
but
goes,
that-
"I'm gonna look good doing it."
there's no way that kangaroo initiated this fight. He's just
No.
trying
No.
to survive.
But hold on. Go back to the bracket for a second. I want to show you the deceptive thing that you might have missed.
Okay.
Look in that pouch.
Ooh, it's a twofer.
So
Tag team.
baby kangaroo, Dunzo.
Tag
Telling you.
team.
Yep.
Yeah, you got that's 2 against 1. That's
Missed
not.
it.
That's not even.
They
a fair
missed it.
fight.
They didn't frisk him well on
They're
the way in.
That's almost first round buy material. You probably got a first round buy.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
moving on.
All right.
This one.
Oh,
I
this
don't
one
know.
gets a
This one
legit
just
buy.
says he just gets a buy.
What is that?
I don't even know what it is, but he's going through.
It's a
I don't know what's happening down here either. Why
love
things
that.
aren't loading, but
Maybe
Sorry.
zoom out.
I mean, I did, but like nothing.
Oh, they just didn't fill those in for you.
Yeah, exit presentation mode maybe. I don't, there's a lot of ads on this site.
I'm
I don't
afraid.
like doing that.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna keep going through.
But whatever you want.
Yes. We plowed through that first series.
Did we? I feel like we took like 20
I
some
have
minutes.
no idea how long it took actually.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
We
All
can,
right,
we can stop
we
there
can
and get
save
to
it.
your. We can save it.
I don't know.
I'll hit save on it.
We
They'll
can
see-
save and come back next week. And
Maybe
Save.
next week the bottom ones will show up.
Okay.
Save. I gotta log in. All right, we'll figure it out.
Oh wait, did it show up down there? Did the other one show up down there?
I guess I can just download the image. It says.
sure.
No, it didn't. Nothing's down
That's
there.
so
I
weird.
don't know what's happening down there.
All right.
Either way, we had fun talking about it, though, right?
I loved it.
I mean,
Okay.
who's gonna win? I don't know.
I'm into it. I'm into finding out. Yeah,
This
come
will-
back next week.
This is a real thing.
That's a real thing. Man.
It's Photoshop.
Yeah. So we're back for what could be part 2 of some kind of, but really, what we felt like we didn't do a good job of is talking about one of the biggest conspiracy theories out there, which is that the Simpsons rule the world. And so I've never watched the Simpsons all the way through. Like I haven't binged all 34 current seasons of the Simpsons.
34.
34. Yeah, it's
Yes.
Holy.
insane.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
33 years, 34 seasons is what this says.
They started in the 80s, and there's been some crazy stuff along the way. So let's just, I want to talk about a couple of them. Well, one, some famous writers. Talked about it a little bit last time we talked about The Simpsons. Some pretty famous writers came out of The Simpsons. Greg Daniels, obviously creator of The Office, came out of there. Seth Rogen was a big writer on there. Became obviously Judd Apatow came out of there. And then one that I'm going to toss at you guys that because you guys are watching Better Call Saul. Bill Odenkirk. You guys know Bill?
Bill.
It's Bob's younger brother, Bill, who ended up going on to write with Tenacious D on the other side of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
Super fun. Anyways,
So good.
so they've had
Conan O'Brien too.
Conan O'Brien, yeah, Conan O'Brien, of course. So the Simpsons have had some big ones. You're kind of skirting ahead.
You don't have to show it. I'm just looking.
Yeah, it's great. So one of the big ones is their ability to guess technology. If you guys haven't seen this, smartwatches and FaceTime. So in season 6 was when they introduced smartwatches, which would have been
I say, what year
like
is that?
93, I think.
It's on there. I think if you scroll down, it had a.
Yeah.
Did it?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you might have it on this thing too. I did see
I thought
the
it was. Yeah, I should have. I should have figured out when. it
season
started.
6, episode 8, Lisa on Ice.
Go up. Go back up.
Yeah.
Smartwatches, season 6, episode
Yeah.
19.
When did?
Right, it doesn't say, but it says 2013 is when that stuff first came out. But I'm trying to figure out when the show is. What I was trying to.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, figure out when it started. But see, because that'll be that's indicative of all these. But season 6, there's a moment where a guy talks to his watch. Of course, 2 decades before the first one. So I guess that'd be 93. That's
94.
right. Yeah.
1994.
They talk about voice recognition, digital watches, and then she FaceTimes what allegedly looks like FaceTiming her mom. Lisa FaceTimes her mom, which is 20 years before. So Zoom was created 2003. Wow. And then, of course, like FaceTime 2010, smartwatches 2013. So you're talking, decades before.
Wow.
How do these guys? That's one of the big ones.
But I feel like some of that type of stuff was also on like the Jetsons.
There was some, but the Jetsons don't
Star
predict
Trek,
all the things
stuff like that. Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure they don't have the tracking record,
Sure.
their prediction track record that the Simpsons do. I'm just saying the technology stuff. I mean, even if you look at Back to the Future Part 2, which came out before this did in 1994, they had a lot of stuff there that came out too.
True.
Like the video
All right,
calls.
so not a believer yet. Let's keep going.
Like the video calls
One season before
and the self-ordering kiosks.
this, they predicted horse meat in food.
Yeah, you alluded to this
Wow.
earlier
Yeah.
today.
Never, yeah. In the elementary school, the lunch lady shows her cooking abilities that she casually adds horse meat to the kids' meals. And sure enough, a few years later, Tesco, which is a company I think in the UK, Burger King, Aldi, all tested positive for horse DNA in their meat. How nuts is that? I think it's completely gross.
Ew.
But could you imagine? First of all, can you just imagine thinking you're getting like a great burger
Wow.
from the BK?
I've eaten so much fast food in my life. I don't really want to comment on this.
Okay. You've probably already eaten it.
I probably have.
All right.
Oh man.
I mean, I think we've all eaten enough Chinese food in here to claim that we've probably eaten a cat.
Something.
I mean, yeah.
It's true.
You laughing, but you ate as much cat as we did.
I've been to China and I never saw any cats alive.
Yeah.
I'm for real. I'm just
I'm
unlike space. That is straight facts.
I want to think about that.
Unlike space.
Yeah.
This is proven.
It's true.
Have you ever been to space? I digress.
Yeah.
Continue.
That's fine.
We're back to this.
You ever had $1 million?
Yeah. I don't know if that's real or not either.
That's true.
Yeah. They predicted Lady Gaga doing the Super Bowl show.
Wow.
She
It's
did?
true. They in 2012 they did the episode, and in 2017, Gaga performed in the Super Bowl. Like
Oh.
I think now I want to be clear. My position here is that the Simpsons are dictating the world.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Sure.
Yes.
Not that they're are guessing correctly. That's what a lot of them says. They
Yeah.
got it right. No. I'm saying I think the Simpsons are the ones that are controlling the universe.
Yeah, to be clear, I'm for it, and I don't disagree. But I will say...
There's just one. There's just one verse. There's not multiple. Anyway, continue.
Oh, unique verse. He's still in the he's still in outer space. But I will say, like, could it also be that the Super Bowl folks and the Lady Gaga people said, "Hey, the Simpsons put her on 5 years ago. Maybe we do that too." They had a great idea, and I bet she would crush it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, let me give you another one.
Again, I'm not saying
No,
I don't.
listen.
I fully agree. Some of these timelines, though, are a little bit more like. Hear me out.
Okay.
If this was 1990 and they said there's going to be a performer in the year 2016 named Lady Gaga and she's going to perform the Super Bowl halftime show, that would blow me away.
Okay. Well, then let me blow you away, shall
Let's
I?
go.
Yeah.
1998, Homer Simpson walks in with an idea for a movie to 20th Century Fox. And in that same episode, Fox and Disney come together. They merge together as one company. Fast forward to 2019, $71 billion deal for Fox and Disney to come together as one company.
Oh my god.
21 years later, two companies. How do you... Because I think that the Simpsons rule the world.
Yeah,
They do.
Still not in?
it's still
Okay.
not specific enough
right.
for me to be like something that doesn't exist.
Let's
Those
keep
two
it
things
going.
existed then.
I got plenty.
You know what I'm saying?
Got plenty.
Give me something that didn't exist at the time that they predicted it.
Donald
And then
Trump's
later-
presidency. That's probably the one that is
That
the
is-
crazy.
Yeah.
That's the one that's
That's-
gotten the most
That's the
famous.
one that I remember.
Yeah.
That is great.
But I'll give you one worse than that if you'd like.
I would love it.
1993. Remember that year?
It was
I
a
was
great
7.
Year. Great year
Yeah.
in
I was
NASCAR.
not born.
9 years before her thinking of.
Wow.
You were
Great.
8?
9.
9.
Great year in
I
NASCAR.
was
You were 8?
85.
Yeah, so you would have
So
been
you're
8.
8. 7, 8, 9.
1993, Marge put in jail for shoplifting. While she's there, a pandemic breaks out. Hang on. Because there was something that came from overseas to Springfield, spread all throughout, caused a very similar pandemic feel to the COVID-19 pandemic. It originated in a different country before coming here. And then, hold on. If you're like, okay, well, they just predicted a pandemic. Hold up. They also predicted in that same episode that murder hornets, remember those the same year?
Oh, my
The
gosh.
murder hornets were coming back because they knocked over a truck thinking it was placebo to fix the pandemic, and out came these killer murder hornet bees.
Oh, my gosh.
1993.
That's better than Trump.
27 years prior to a real pandemic,
That's-
or all those things that came along with it.
Way better than the Trump thing.
Of course, you've got curling. I think you guys saw that one. The gold medal championship, whatever it's called, gold medal. The U.S. curling team in 2010. They showed the episode. 2018, they won their first gold medal. And obviously, the Trump thing is probably become the most famous one.
How long had curling been around, though? Was curling around before they said something about it in 2010?
I think so. Yeah.
So it was already around, but no one knew about it.
It was already an Olympic sport. Yeah.
But in 2010,
But nobody knew about it. It was an Olympic sport.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So in 2010, they said one day the U.S. curling team is going to win gold.
Yeah. They said the U.S. team won gold. They in that episode. Yeah. I don't remember who they beat in the episode, but and then 8 years later, the team actually won.
Yeah. I would argue that's just their motivation, but
Maybe.
I do like it.
Listen, I talked about this on Sunday. Curling, to U.S. curling, just curling, the sport in general, just feels like the four of us could go out there today and probably win an Olympic medal. You know what I mean?
I mean,
That's how the sport feels. I know that's not true,
down.
but if you watch those people get on the ice, I'm like, I could have sat at Buffalo Wild Wings with those guys yesterday and then be like, you guys want to do like the curling thing? Yeah, you got the brooms? Yeah, let's do it. And they just go out there and like, they're just real good shuffleboard players. I don't know how they find these guys. You like shuffleboard? Yeah. I got a crazy game for you. It's on ice. I'm just saying.
Wow.
Think about how crazy that's.
You know how shuffleboard's super hard?
We're about to
What if
put
we
it
did
on
it on ice?
Yeah. How do you think people in curling? Like, I think of curling, I'm like, cool, I'm going to watch these grown men like with this stone. They throw it, they brush, they get to the end.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It is.
What else you got?
That's the end of my run here. I think at the end of the day, the debate has to be had. Do you feel like there's two? I mean, yeah, you got. I mean, I didn't even get
Siegfried
into
and
some of
Roy
these.
tiger attack.
Yeah.
That happened.
All these things happen. Video chat happened.
Video
curling,
chats. Yeah, we talked about that.
yeah,
Lady Gaga. What is happening here?
The faulty voter machines. I mean, some of this they've just. They just kind of got lucky, I think.
Now it's luck.
Mutant tomatoes?
Mutant tomatoes. E-I-E-I dough. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Dough.
Well, you gotta get dough.
Yeah,
I do
right.
know enough about the Simpsons. Yeah. Anyways, all I'm saying is I think there's something to be had about whether or not the Simpsons are the ones controlling the world.
They did the Ebola breakout?
They did.
It looks like season 6 was onto something, and specifically
season
Lisa's
6
wedding.
really went to town on
Season
some stuff.
6 had some big hits.
Lisa's wedding seems to be the one where they predicted a ton of stuff.
A lot of technology in that one.
Yeah.
A lot of things come down the pipeline. Anyways, I think that there's just something to be said about it. And I didn't want to bypass an episode. There's the horse. There's the horse.
Mm-hmm.
2013. Several beef products. Yeah, isn't that gross? Anyways. Oh, we're going down this one. Here we go. 4 new products test positive. That's all I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Taco Bell.
Okay, no, don't ruin my life.
Oh my gosh, we saw it. We can't unsee it now.
Oh my gosh.
I can act like I never heard it.
Oh yeah, the baby translator is a fun one. Dan DeVito's character comes up with this cry. Now there's apparently like a cry translator app. It didn't feel as strong. That's why.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Oh, a donut-shaped universe. That's one for you.
Yeah.
Have they predicted flat Earth yet? If not,
Well, Simpsons isn't going on anymore, are they?
They still go.
they're still going.
Really?
They're still going.
Yep, they're in a season right now, I think.
Yeah, I would start watching now to figure out what's going to happen in 20 years. Because I firmly believe Simpsons rule the world.
All right.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. What other conspiracy theories did we not get to the last time you guys want to talk about?
I don't have any.
Oh,
I'm sorry, that medicine just like
it hit.
made me feel like the room was spinning.
Oh, cool. Welcome back.
Wow.
All right.
Can I get some?
We made the
the
room
other
spin
one.
last time, which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't think I have any.
Whoops.
We talked. Do we talk about? I know maybe between conspiracies and
Let me see what I got.
amusement
I don't know.
parks. We talked about like the hidden tunnels. Like
Yeah.
there's some of that I think is valid, and others that's just kind
Did we
of
talk about
fabricated and myth.
What do you if you don't believe in space,
Dinosaurs are real.
We hinted.
how did they
we
die?
hinted about it.
They didn't die.
you still think dinosaurs? What?
Have you not seen Jurassic Park?
He thinks they evolved, so he believes in evolution.
Wait,
No.
hang on.
No.
'Cause
I'm
the
being
theory,
silly.
a lot of ways, this asteroid came
Yeah, that was Satan.
and destroyed it.
No, but real story.
fascinated. So do
that-
you
Moon
think?
landing.
My
was
Sunday
fake.
school teacher growing up told me that the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs was the devil.
Okay.
When
And that was
I believed it until like
last year.
last week.
Yeah, yeah.
And so
I was doing research for this
when the devil got excommunicated from heaven.
Wow.
This should
I
be a
think
movie.
that COVID-19 is.
This should be a movie like
a
a shark, like a Sharknado kind of movie. But
Yeah.
when the devil got excommunicated from heaven and he got thrown,
Evicted.
sent to earth, evicted, sent to earth, that was the meteor, the asteroid, whatever you call it,
Yeah.
allegedly from the alleged space that killed the factual dinosaurs.
Hold on. Okay. So why?
Yeah.
Okay. There's so much happening here. Why just the dinosaurs? Why?
I don't know.
All
It's
right.
great.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I don't know. I mean,
so you
it's-
don't think dinosaurs? You think dinosaurs did roam the earth?
I do. I think it's kind of it's pretty hard to deny, right?
I don't know. What's happening over
I
here?
just listened to what he's saying. He's just so like. I mean, yeah.
They
ruled the world.
They didn't rule the world, but I mean, I don't know.
Wait, do
I
y'all
do.
not believe in
I
dinosaurs?
think
do.
he took Jurassic Park as a full-on documentary as a kid.
Yeah.
And just said, "That's what happened."
Done.
Steven Spielberg is a
Steven
documentary
Seagal.
maker.
That's what
I will
Uh,
say I can struggle through the dinosaur conversation.
You think you would struggle like for it or against
Yeah,
it?
for it.
I think it has to. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
struggle for dinosaurs or struggle for the fact that they're not real.
No, I can struggle for the fact that they're real.
they are real. I mean, it would be pretty crazy. I mean, here's one question though. How they
Let
put
me
all
ju-
the bones
So
together,
let me just clarify.
right?
Like
How they know?
it's dinosaurs in the way that we see them now, like a torrent, like because I think what you're onto is 100% right.
Yeah.
I think there's a struggle to like here, like here is a femur, and now here's what the whole thing looks like. And you're like,
Right.
well,
That's a stretch.
But we haven't found an entire structure of a dinosaur before. It's
right.
all at this point. Like now, some of them have wings and feathers and all that, and I'm like, okay. And I listen. You can go to the Bible. Like King James Version has some verbiage that may lend towards that language or whatever. I just, man,
It's
it's a
tough.
struggle for me to go like. I think dinosaurs, the way that we see them now,
Yeah, I agree.
fully walked the earth.
I agree.
And I think for my guy who doesn't believe in space, I don't know if the Satan meteor thing lands the plane the way you want it to. That feels weirder
See,
than
when I
just
struggle-
saying there was a meteor
I
one
struggle
time.
through space. Yeah.
Satan meteor.
It's a meteor.
Satan bite the dust.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. And so the meteor hit. He became a snake. Next thing you know, he's doing a vine. I'm a snake.
Do you
I think
guys?
that's
So do you think
Full
dinosaurs,
circle.
full circle.
dinosaurs and cavemen, same period of time?
Caveman. Interesting. Tell me how you define a caveman.
I don't know.
So would you say Adam and Eve were cave peoples?
No, see, I don't know. See,
They were gardeners.
yeah, they were.
I think that was the first last name. Hey, I'm Adam Gardner.
I do.
My wife Eve Gardner.
I do.
I don't know. I don't know if I believe in cavemen, and this is a long trail we could go down here. I mean,
I'm here for it.
you know what I mean? I don't know.
I don't see how they coexist with creation.
Yeah, I don't think cavemen in the sense of. I think
Ooh.
obviously there's people have
Click on that.
more of a.
Stop it.
What's the word they use for a caveman?
Oh, like yeah,
Like
Neanderthal.
yeah. So in some senses, right? Obviously, we've learned in episode that what a human was capable of then is different than now,
Sure.
right? I mean, but yeah. So I don't think I believe in cavemen either. But
You guys staying pretty quiet on this.
They could have lived in a cave though, and they could have been men, but they weren't.
Yeah, I was
cavemen.
gonna say, were there once dudes that were uneducated that lived in caves?
Yeah, and drew on walls.
I think so.
Yeah, I'd draw on walls right now.
I think.
I mean, I would.
Because give me a sharp rock. Let me show you something.
Let's go.
Tic-tac-toe.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, this is a weird one.
Yeah, it's deep.
I don't know if it's not a conspiracy theory, but I don't.
Well, it could be a conspiracy because you could go as far as to say that they have created these thoughts,
Sure.
right, to maybe provide
Manipulate
a language or a narrative to something that is not. It doesn't exist at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Listen,
So.
I struggle through it.
Yeah, I do need to follow up with lizard people though. Apparently, that is a real
my
concern.
That's a real
really
struggle
think-
for some people.
Yeah.
No, like it's
Yeah.
real. Like people really think it's real.
Well, if you ask, we're reading through the Screw Tape letters right now.
Yeah.
And if you look at the letters that we just covered, 7, 8, and 9,
Yeah.
there was a passage in there about us, about every human being half amphibian.
Mm.
Now, again, that's not scripture; it's a book. It's C.S. Lewis, but it's
Yeah.
in there.
Wow.
It's interesting.
So,
I
are
don't know.
dinosaurs still around in the form of lizards? In the form of
Yeah,
people?
I think dinosaurs were just pigeons. I'm just kidding. No, dinosaurs like that. I mean, I don't want to say too much. 'Cause
Do you-
I don't,
so do you
I don't want
think-
y'all to judge me, but
Let's just go there. Do you
Yeah.
think they made it all the way up to the flood? Like, if we're getting biblical here with that kind of blueprint
if they
framework.
if they existed, then they would have had to been a part of that process
On the ark, right? They
So I
wouldn't-
guess I could make the argument that God was like, nah, dinosaurs don't need to keep going.
Yeah,
That,
that was the end of the line.
that they're gonna end here.
Yeah.
I could see that argument being made. I wouldn't make it, but I could make it for you.
It's like, you guys don't fit on the
Oh,
boat.
yeah, this looks
Yeah, my
This is awkward, but you can't come on the boat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like my argumentation on that side is a struggle, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You guys you guys go to dinosaur
What do we
museums?
think?
You guys big dinosaur fans?
I've been
Collectivists?
to the one in Cartersville. Tellus.
Okay.
I wouldn't trust anything in Cartersville. Just
That's the thing, is it's a little.
I've been to the Smithsonian. I've been to the
Yeah.
Museum of Natural History. I've been to all that.
How you feel about that? You go there and go, look at that T-Rex. Look at that little guy.
I mean, yeah, I do. Because I went when I was like 10, but so I certainly didn't go. And one day I'm going to really break this down on a podcast that no one listens to. But
A lot of people listen. A lot of listeners. Thank you guys for listening. You know what? Forget what he just said. Thank you guys
Yeah.
for listening. We're so glad you're here.
no,
brought to you by Bang Energy
my-
officially.
Let's go.
and Sticker Mule. My modern adult actual thoughts are very similar to what Chris said earlier about we found one bone,
Yeah.
and then we decided that this is how this thing looks.
Yeah.
From head to toe.
It's
And
weird, yeah.
I maybe, but don't tell me.
I know.
Don't tell me it's fact. Tell me it's your hypothesis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how you prove
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Carbon dating, I guess, or things like that. But man, like I don't know enough about the science, first of all, to like make a good scientific argument. But I just can tell you it's a stretch for
I
me.
mean, it is.
Dinosaurs as we know them. I'm not saying there wasn't some sort of, I don't know, other like creature who has since become extinct.
Like a reptile type.
Sure.
Yeah. Like a Yoshi.
I mean, that Komodo dragon feels like
Yoshi.
Lindsay went somewhere else. She has.
Sorry.
I looked over and I can't tell you where she was. I can tell you she was not here.
Whatever drugs
Yeah.
he gave me, man.
Oh, no, it's not.
Ooh, I've never heard of this one, and this one is local. Does anyone know about the Georgia Guidestones?
Ooh,
No.
I've never.
It says a famous monument that is known for its bizarre inscriptions, which led to a number of conspiracy theories. In 1980, the monument was built in Elberton, Georgia, and is known as the Georgia Guidestones. There
Let's
are
go.
10 guidelines on the monument written in 8 different languages, which seem to be a set of rules for humans.
Oh, wow.
For instance, one inscription reads, maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature, while another one reads, rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason. The monument was paid for by a man who gave an alias, so no one really knows who built it or why. Some think the inscriptions are telling the future and giving us guidance for how to rebuild after an apocalypse. Others believe Satanists or the New World Order, the NWO, Right, that's a rap group.
Lindsay's family.
That's Hulk Hogan was involved with this.
But what am I thinking of? What's the rap group? It is NWO.
Yeah, it's NWO.
No.
NWA.
NWA.
NWA is the rap group.
Yeah. Built the sculpture to promote their own agenda. That's
Wow.
crazy. I never heard of this.
Me neither.
The
First
Georgia
of all,
Guidestones.
we think that in the midst of an apocalypse, they're gonna be like, leave those stones up just in case we need to.
Yeah, leave them up.
Just in case we need to. I mean, I would think that if you really do believe in it, you might have wrote it down.
Yeah. I mean, let's take a picture of it and keep it on our phones for later.
You might have wrote it down. But that's weird. Never heard of that.
I've never heard of that before. Where's Elberton?
I don't know.
Elberton, I've been there. Where is it at in context?
Quaint
Where we
little
are.
town.
It's a quaint. No, it really is a quaint little town. I think it's going towards South Carolina.
Towards another state from this direction.
Is Zaxby's in town? McDonald's in town?
Colorado.
Oh, okay.
We're on the other side of
Yeah.
Athens.
East Atlanta.
Okay,
got
yeah,
it.
yeah, East Atlanta. That
Way
makes sense.
east of Atlanta. So, yeah, kind of in between Augusta and Atlanta, but slightly north of
Yeah.
20.
All right. Yeah, it is close to South Carolina right there. There's old Anderson, Greenwood, old
Yep.
stomping grounds. Yeah,
Do-do-do-do-do.
I'm into that.
That's interesting.
I mean, that's
Did not know
kind of weird.
It's very weird. 10 guidelines. I kind of want to know what else it says.
Let's do
Anybody
it.
else?
I
I
do.
mean, let's just go there.
I'm going to go ahead and allow these.
They're in how
cookies.
many languages?
8 different languages, it said.
Okay.
Let's see what we
Yeah.
got here. Okay, so maintain humanity. We talked about that. Rule passion. Talked about that. Balance personal rights with social duties.
Oh.
Be not a cancer on earth. Leave room for nature.
Oh, does that mean like take care of the earth?
Like probably.
Oh,
Like
okay.
zodiac sign,
Which
you
is
know?
probably why they think
Okay.
like some hippies did it.
Yeah.
So I don't
Is
know.
that it?
I
That's
don't.
all 4 of them? I thought there was 10.
I thought there was 10 or something, but I don't see any more than just these on this page. Oh, I guess they're.
You gotta,
Oh wow! Look at the thing. Look at this. Is weird looking.
Wow.
I thought originally it looked like we tried to make Stonehenge.
That's what I thought it was. I was like, oh look, it's a mini Stonehenge, which we just went by recently out there in is it Odessa.
Odessa, yeah.
Yeah, Odessa, Texas has
Yeah.
a little mini Stonehenge.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, is that Route 66 that has the cars that do like the Stonehenge thing too? Like the
think
cars
so,
in the
yeah.
sand?
Yeah, this is weird stuff.
Yeah.
I
Yeesh.
don't get it.
Well, good for them.
Let these be guidestones to an age of reason.
What the languages?
So languages: English, Spanish,
yeah.
Swahili,
Swahili, yeah.
Hindi, Hebrew, Arabic, Chinese, Russian, among others.
Wow.
Wow,
That's crazy.
That is really, really weird.
All right. I'm into it.
I mean, kind of want to see it now.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Anytime I see a horse, I'm like, what now? Yeah, now you got me like horse freaked out with all the horse meat stuff. I'm like, what's
Well,
that guy doing to the horse?
He's probably about to eat him. Probably about
guy's-
to kill him.
That guy's the guy that founded Taco Bell.
Yeah. That dude won the Kentucky Derby and won $5,000. Don't they win like millions now?
I think so.
Yeah.
How silly.
Well, it's less as what they win and more in what they
can
are
get with the
going
house,
they're
the
going
horse.
to earn in stud fees moving forward
Got it.
from it. Yeah, I mean, I think the purse is pretty big. It's obviously probably bigger than $5,000, but I don't know how.
Why were they stripped of their title? 3 days later, it says.
Okay, we're gonna go into
Ooh,
this now.
What's that? What's is that what you're on?
What is it?
What?
I think so. Yeah. That you see that?
I don't know. Where you're looking.
Budazone were found in the horse's bloodstream. You see that?
All right, May 68.
No.
Peter,
Up next one. Next paragraph. Right there.
Phenylbutazone.
Phenylbutazone. Right there. Down.
Oh, right here.
Yeah, what's
wow.
that? Were found in the horse's bloodstream. People believe they cheated. Wow. What is that?
Better look it up. A synthetic compound used as analgesic drug. Does that mean what I think it means? Especially in the treatment of horses.
Analogist. I don't know. Look.
I think the way I said it says it all.
I don't think so. I don't think that's the same.
You don't think so? I think that's what I think.
Phenyl.
Analgesic.
Anal-
I
analogous.
can't not say. Okay.
I don't know.
That
cool.
horse did bad things. He's a bad dude.
All right.
And then they turned him into taco meat.
All right. That's probably true. That's probably true. Did you? Yeah. You know, Johnny B. You know, we've talked about this before. You know, the Simpsons also did like a Rapture episode. Just so you guys know.
A what?
A Rapture
episode.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I watched
man.
it. It's pretty good. Thank God it's Doomsday.
Wow.
It's good.
Okay. Well,
So
was Kirk
further-
Cameron in it?
It's not. He's not in that one. All right.
Didn't get the call.
Well, more animal fights next year, yeah? Next year. We're done. We'll see you guys next year in the next episode.
I just like the headline on this, and I'm just going to leave it here. For years, people across Minnesota have reported hearing low humming or roaring sounds coming from the sky.
I wonder if they know what planes are.
Yes.
I was going to say, you mean like an aeroplane?
Did you guys hear the thing going,
Man, I just heard something.
Pterodactyl.
is that a helicopter? Nah, it can't be. What
Do you
is
know
that?
do you know any animals that sound like this?
Do you think that people read this and now they just walk around like let's go to Minnesota. They just go
Nah.
like around people like what is that? Oh, man,
Constantly
yeah,
feel
just
like there's
constantly
a
humming.
Sprinkler going
For
off.
years I've been living here and I keep hearing this like
That's so good.
I wonder if it could be their hearing aids. You know the old hearing aids do the old buzzer.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for them.
The whole time. It's just been their batteries low.
And that Jimmy Hoffa, that Jimmy Hoffa one's real, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy stuff. Anyway.
All right. Well, that's good stuff. We didn't. We did UFOs and all that stuff last week. So
Yeah,
I'll get back into that.
I'm speeding by a lot of these because it's stuff that we've talked about before. I mean, the tornadoes being created by the military. Come on, people.
Yeah. Anytime we get into
What?
anytime we get into the school stuff or like these kind of like natural
Natural disasters are even worse. Like a shooting, you can kind of maybe some sick twisted, but like this, like a natural, you can't create a tornado.
Yeah.
I mean,
Unless you're in your glass of water as a little kid doing
there,
this.
that is the conspiracy that they control natural. They can control natural disasters.
Yep.
That's the conspiracy.
As a part of the
Is that the military
as a
is
part
testing
of what the Stones told us in Georgia to keep the population under
That's
Could be.
actually
half a trill.
Have a trill every year.
I mean,
Yeah,
I feel like COVID is a population control.
That was on here earlier.
Yeah.
That COVID was population control.
I could see that.
I need to
Has
know
to
the
be.
Gen Z perspective because there's the whole thing, the narrative of a generation. I'm just telling
It's
you.
true.
But I will say, NASA,
Wait, are they real?
they're not real. But if they were real,
Yeah.
they would be the ones forcing these tornadoes.
Right. I think there is some level of like tempting fate.
I mean, if we can send people to space, we could absolutely control the environment.
Space. I like that you keep putting quotes. That's my favorite part of this whole episode.
Yes.
is
It's like
you
I just don't feel like you're a real person anymore.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm a lizard.
Are you a lizard? Wait, are you a lizard
I
person?
can believe that.
I
I'm
love
just
it.
kidding.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not against the government making natural. Think about the control you could have if you could create your own tornadoes. How much so you could go and test it somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, anything's possible.
I feel weird.
Too many people. That's the.
I'm trying to find the quote.
Okay.
I feel like it was Seinfeld or something that said it. That's why I'm really intrigued to find who said it. But
gotcha.
I feel like it was on an episode of Seinfeld where like George said like he was just frustrated by the number of people and living in New York City,
yeah.
and he was like, "We need a good pandemic. There's too many people."
Yeah.
I know what you're talking
You know what I'm
about.
talking about? What is that from?
I
Oh
don't know, but I
my
remember,
God.
I'm trying to remember.
it was from a show.
It's from a show. It's
They
too
were
many
like,
people.
we just need a
it.
good pandemic to knock some of these people out, or
Yeah,
something
it's
like
too many
that.
people.
Man.
Yikes.
So, which I still, I mean, maybe too soon, but I still find that's a funny thing to say.
Wow.
I think it is, but that's me. I have a weird sense of humor.
It's true, but it's all right. It's what I love about you.
Get me out of here.
All right. Well, I wanted to make sure we didn't bypass this. I think this is great. Hopefully, next week we'll be able to figure out this animal brackets thing.
Yeah, I
We'll
gotta
see if we
figure
can't
that
finish
I
out
don't know why it's all blank down there.
finish out the bracket. I don't know. Maybe you can download that one and like refresh the
I don't know
page
if it's
and see if it
supposed
gives
to
you the
be
rest of them correctly after that.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I'm afraid it's going to erase all of our
I was
stuff.
gonna say, like if you save that one, we can just
Yeah.
I'll
at
save
least
this one
we can have that
first.
one.
I feel
So
weird.
Oh,
Right.
okay, well,
glad Lindsay tested this drug today before
Yeah.
I need to.
she came on the air.
job, and I'm getting a real weird feeling.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, it's been fun. Next week, I think we're animated movies.
Animated movies.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
anime.
you said anime. I was about to be like, please God, don't put me on that one.
No, animated movies.
Animated.
Yeah, I can't wait to talk about animated movies. They're so fun. So maybe we'll do a bracket of best animated movies.
So this
That'd be
that actually is on here. Did you see that earlier?
I didn't. No.
Okay,
right.
I'll show it to you off air. But yeah,
Kill it.
this website right here has multiple already like done up brackets, and one of them is animated.
Let's
film.
do it. So for sure, we'll spend some more time talking about movies than we did animals this week. But I'm excited. We love us some animated movies around here. I know one of Dustin's top 5 movies is an animated.
It is animated. I can't wait to talk about it.
2 of them, right?
Yep.
Meet the Robinsons.
2 of my top.
And,
I did it to give it away.
Meet the Robinsons.
Meet the Robinsons is so
Burning
good.
content.
Next week, come back for what the other one could be. It's better than Meet the Robinsons. Well, you guys have been great. We love you guys. We'll see y'all next week right here on the Bingeworthy Podcast.